Welcome, everybody, to episode 2 of What's the Play. I am your host, Taking the Points, also known as JJ Gruen. I have the lovely Book It with Trent with me, as well as Matthew Tanner, and I'm excited for the show. First week of NFL is now in the books. There were upsets left and right, crazy finishes, and there's a lot to get into, and I'm really excited. Let's go ahead and recap the week. Trent, let me hear your thoughts. What did you think about this week so far?
Fluke shit is what I thought of it. Thankfully, I had some of the fluke shit go my way, but damn, I mean, I think it was the craziest week one in terms of underdogs winning outright in the history of the game. I think it was 9 underdogs won or something crazy like that. I don't know, but wow, what a week one it was.
What do you think, Matt?
I'm just looking forward to this week. I think there's going to be a lot of different spots where you can get in on just based on the overreactions of week one. It's just crazy in the NFL, the narratives that happen, like going into the season, just thinking about every single team and how good we all think they are as the general public. And then right after one game is played, now all of a sudden people are completely flip-flopping on teams. So I think as a sports bettor now, all of a sudden there are a lot of spots that you can take a look at and just eye it out and smile and say, okay, now I might have something here to bet just because of the overreaction in general.
I'll tell you what, there's a big overreaction, but we'll get to that later in the show. Matt, You know what I'm talking about. I thought one of the biggest surprises for me was Green Bay. I mean, only putting up 3 points, getting their asses totally handed to them by New Orleans. I mean, not even to put up a point. Or a touchdown. No Devontae Adams score, no Aaron Jones. I think that's crazy.
Worst loss in the Rodgers era.
Is that really? Was that really it?
Worst loss yet.
There's all these conspiracy theories with Rodgers. It's like, do we believe that maybe this was just him saying, okay, I just want to lose one game now just to throw it in this organization's face, and then now he's playing, what is it, Monday Night Football this week or Sunday Night Football?
Yeah,
one of the two live against the Detroit Lions. Now we have to ask ourselves, is he going to bounce back and go crazy for 5 touchdowns? Like, who knows?
Dude.
I mean, what do you guys think Rodgers is doing right now? You think it was just a bad game, or do you think it was intentional?
I mean, I wouldn't touch anything Packers related with a 10-foot pole. I wouldn't draft anyone on my fantasy team. I wouldn't bet on them. And if you just watch that game, the body language from Rodgers was just disgusting. You could tell he's not wanting to be out there. And as the quarterback of your offense, you got to have a guy who wants to be out there. And I mean, they put Love in towards the end of the game. But the body language just said so much to me that I don't know what's in store for this Packers team, but it ain't good.
I think he had a taste of Jeopardy. And once he had a little taste of that, he's like, oh, there's something else I can go and be really good at. Because I thought he was a great Jeopardy host. My wife watches that every single night. And I thought he was fantastic on that. But the thing is, I took the Chicago Bears to win that division, and after seeing that performance by Aaron Rodgers, you best believe I feel damn good about that fucking bet. I can tell you that right now. But anyway, let's go ahead and look at some of the bad beats of the week, and one in particular stood out to me. Luckily, I was on the right side of this by a half a point, but many others weren't. The San Francisco 49ers were up about 28 points going into the fourth quarter, and then somehow, some way, the Detroit Lions came back and bursted a bunch of people's dreams. Take a look.
Point conversion. Got one a moment ago. Goff on the roll, throwing for the end zone. It is Cephas, and he's out of bounds.
Jesus, crime and alley.
That's so brutal. Like, that's just so textbook week one fluke shit.
I can't even talk right now because I'm lost in words, just like remembering what was transpiring in the bar. I was at the bar with my brother. We had a bunch of guys sitting around us. I mean, we go there every single Sunday. We see the same guys there. And this group of guys that we always betting with, we're telling each other our plays. They had San Fran -8. We were high-fiving the whole time. They knew I had them. I didn't tell them that I had them 7.5, but I told them I was on San Fran with them. And the body language that they showed in the last, 20 minutes of NFL Sunday was like a freaking – I wish I had it on video. It was hilarious. They went from high-fiving each other to being down in the dumps. What do you think about it, Matt?
Honestly, I thought it was one of the worst beats if you have them at, if you got the line at 9 one of the worst all-time beats. And honestly, that Ravens-Raiders game had the potential to be an all-time bad beat too. If the Raiders and Ravens went back and forth, but that was a crazy beat. I've seen a ton of bad beats in my lifetime, and I would stack that up there with some of the worst of them for sure.
Yeah, that Ravens-Raiders game, I mean, thankfully, I was actually on the right side of this one, +4 on the Raiders, and that shit never happens to me in my favor. Literally never. I can count the times I've had something like that fall my way on my hand, literally maybe 3 or 4 times. But that game had – there's bad beats the entire fourth quarter / overtime. Like, it was insane that both teams had – multiple chances to end the game and just didn't. And how do you even handicap a game like that when Lamar fumbles? I think he's the first guy to fumble in the fourth quarter and overtime. No, that's wrong. There's 4 other guys. Ben Roethlisberger did it in 2018. But other than that, like, how do you even handicap that? Like, it's fluke shit. Definition of fluke shit.
Your TikToks say it best. The Vegas just made a phone call. It's like that Buffalo Wild Wings hotline. They call it, and then the sprinklers come on and hit them in the face. And they fumble. That's exactly what it is. Just going off some comments real quick before we move on. Colin says, "Hey guys, happy Football Thursday." My boy Gino over here says Aaron Rodgers does not want to be in Green Bay. It definitely showed. It definitely showed. But anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the picks of the week. You guys are here for that reason. There's going to be a special treat for you between Matt and I. I know that you guys are ready for that one. So let's save that. Let's go ahead. And I want to start with Trent this episode. We started with Matt last time. Trent, looking at this slate, there's a bunch of good games on. I think you can make an argument with the Buffalo Bills, Miami Dolphins being one of the games of the week. Buffalo Bills in a dire situation in order to get back on track and going 1-1 in that division. You got games like San Francisco and Philadelphia, another game of the week, and we're going to talk about that one in a little bit. You got Carolina and Saints, a bunch of divisional games that look really appetizing. And I tell you what, every one of these games, as suspect as this slate does look, there's a lot of games that I really want to bet on. I mean, over-unders, spreads, everything. And I wish I could give more than just 3. But let's go ahead and hear your 3 first, Trent. What do you got? We're all 2-1. I honestly, I wish I could take a picture of this like Snapchat right here and then frame it and give it to you, Trent, because I think this is the last time that you see a positive record.
Oh, sure. Is that what you think? Well, I'm about to show you some positive units right here. I've got a 1-unit play, a 2-unit play, and of course a Super Goat Whale 3-unit play. Let's start with the 1-unit though. I am taking the I'm seeing some crazy line movement here. This was not the line yesterday, but thankfully I got it yesterday. I still think it's good, this number anyways. I am taking the Cardinals at -3.5 for 1 unit against the Vikings. I am bought into the Cardinals. I'm bought into basically every team that's in this NFC West, the best division in football. They showed how good their offense can be on week 1, and the defense stepped up and made Derrick Henry irrelevant. Basically, Ryan Tannehill couldn't do anything week 1. I think their defense is actually legit, and their offense is not to be fucked with. I'm taking the Cardinals 1 unit, -3.5. I would say don't be a cheap fuck and just buy the hook. But if you're not for buying the points, then that's that. But 3.5, I would buy it at 3. But for the sake of the show, I'm taking it at 3.5. Cardinals are going to win by a touchdown. You can book that 1 unit. Second play. There was some news yesterday of a player on this team that went down. It's unfortunate, but guess what? I still like the play. DeMarcus Lawrence broke his foot. Cowboys +3.5 against the Chargers, or +3, sorry, against the Chargers in Los Angeles. I don't think the Cowboys are actually even going to lose this game. I think they win outright, but I do not think the Cowboys start out 0-2. I think that they played a great game against the Bucs in week 1, as we saw, and I didn't hit that bet, unfortunately. That's the one loss that I have betting against these Cowboys. They're going to win this week against the Chargers. Their offense is hungry for this first win, and they're going to do it against Justin Herbert. So 2-unit play on the Cowboys.
Trent, let me stop you real quick before you get in the Super Goat Whale. I see Matt licking his chops right now. He wants to say something so bad. He's so excited to get one of his picks out. He hates both of us right now, but go ahead. Let me hear the Super Goat Whale.
Super Goat Whale might be
Trumbull.
the most confident goat whale we've seen yet in any sport. And it's definitely has to be the Rams this week. Going to Indianapolis, -3.5. I feel like this needs to be -6 or 6.5. Why? My super goat whale, actually it wasn't a super goat whale, it's a 2-unit play. Last week, Seahawks, same exact spread, same exact stadium, same exact team. They whooped them. They easily covered that spread. Now you're bringing in an even better team into Indianapolis with a better defense and arguably a better offense and the same spread. Sign me up. Super goat whale. Rams -3.5. 3 units. I might even put 5 on it. Book it.
You heard him. You heard him, people. Indianapolis Colts +3.5. Play of the day. That's some great stuff, man. Actually, I was pretty entertained by that. I agree. I think, these lines have been moving like crazy. As you can see, looking at them, you got to get them on top. I had a huge argument with another user on Monday when I gave out a play that I'm going to give out on here about coming out early and putting out your play. And this guy swears, you shouldn't be betting this early. Well, motherfucker, you're wrong because the line had went up 1.5, 2 points. So I look like I'm right now. Matt, let's go ahead to you and your 3 picks. What is your plays of the week?
You're going first this time, JJ. It's on you.
You want me to go first? Oh, I would love
first.
Oh. I would love to go first. Let's go ahead and start with my baby. I got a 1, I got a 2, and I got a 3. All right. We'll start with my 1. We're going to go with the Denver Broncos -6 against the Jacksonville Jaguars. And look, we saw last week with the Jacksonville Jaguars, they couldn't do shit against the Houston Texans. The Houston freaking Texans. All right. Everybody was on the Jacksonville Jaguars to win in Houston. Tyrod Taylor said, no, I don't think so. And you saw the rookie come out of Trevor Lawrence. To be honest with you, if he did that bad against that defense, wait till you see what happens when Von Miller's coming out his neck. You're not going to see much. You're going to see more interceptions. You're going to see more of these growing pains. And people in Jacksonville are going to really start to ask themselves, is this really a good pick for us, or are we going to get screwed again? The crazy part about this, I want to get to my next pick quickly, but Urban Meyer, there's been a lot of speculation with him in USC. And this is something crazy to think about. It's a little off topic. But he was 50-1 to become the next coach of USC. After they lost that game, he ended up becoming 3-1 favorite to land that job. Pretty crazy.
That is crazy. And didn't he just say that there's no way in hell he's leaving?
That was after the fact, too, that he said that. We'll see what happens. Saban did it. Why not Urban? Urban's a college coach. We'll see what happens there. But we'll go ahead and move on to the next pick. That's a topic for another day. My 2-unit play. This one's a fun one to me. I thought that this team was going to come second in the division behind the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I'm going with the Carolina Panthers for 2 units plus 3.5. And let me tell you why. Everybody is on the freaking New Orleans Saints for doing what they did against Green Bay. And to be honest with you, I didn't think that Aaron Rodgers wanted to be there. We just said it before the show. I don't think that was really counted up as a quality win for the New Orleans Saints. You might look like it on paper. They came to Jacksonville. It was kind of a messy week for New Orleans. They had to play there. There's not a lot going on. But to be honest with you, I think that this Carolina Panthers team with Sam Darnold, DJ Moore, Robbie Anderson, I think it's really coming together. And now healthy Christian McCaffrey. Get ready. Their defense is coming together. They got good things happening over in Carolina. I think this is a statement win, and I think they're going to show why that they're going to be the second best team in the NFC South come Sunday. Now, the moment you guys all been waiting for. Let me talk about this San Francisco 49er team. I love this team. And look, you can tell me that they're overrated and blah. This is a game where a team from the NFC West needs to win. Okay, they don't get many of these. They don't get many of these freebies. Okay, and this is a freebie. This is a bad NFC East team that's coming off a bad win against Atlanta. I know that they shut them out. They didn't score a touchdown. Blah. Congratulations.
A bad win.
A bad win. I consider it a bad win. They did okay. I mean, a bad win is this. To me, the Atlanta Falcons suck. They're the armpit of the NFL this year. Okay. Philadelphia is up in their hopes and dreams right now. Everyone's high-fiving each other. The tailgate's going to go crazy. I went to Philadelphia. I'm sure that they're head over heels about this win. But this is the truth, okay? You got Jimmy Garoppolo coming back. The last time these two played were last year, and the Eagles ended up winning by 5 points, 25-20. Okay, this is not with Jimmy G. They had all these injuries on defense. No Bosa. They had a lot of other injuries on the offensive line. Running backs were coming in and out. They weren't together. But guess what? 2 years ago, do you remember what happened with the San Francisco 49ers? Do you remember how they finished up, Trent? Let me ask you that. Do you remember how they finished up 2 years ago?
I don't know what you're talking about.
2 years ago, they ended up losing the Super Bowl to the Kansas City Chiefs. They got that same team coming together, and that's why their over-under for the win total this year was 11.5. If they want to hit that win total, this is the game that they have to win, and they're going to do it in easy fashion. They don't want to let another team come back like Philadelphia. They're going to come in here, and they're going to fucking whoop this ass. I promise you. This is going to be embarrassing for Philadelphia. They're going to be throwing snowballs. There's going to be no snow on the ground, but they're going to find a way to get a snowball and throw it at this team. That's how bad San Francisco is going to embarrass the Philadelphia Eagles. Get ready for Kittle. He had a smooth 15 catches for 180 yards and a touchdown with CJ Beathard or whatever his name is, and Nick Mullins throwing him the football. Game over. Game over. Jimmy G is going to light this shit up. He's got more weapons on the outside. He's got Kittle. He's got his two running backs. Trey Sermon's got healthy legs. Get ready, Philadelphia. It's been fun. It's been nice knowing you. We'll see you next season. I'm excited for you guys moving forward with Jalen Hurts. Don't get me wrong, but it's over.
Are you done yet?
Dude.
I'm done.
No.
Are you done yet?
Yeah, we do. Are we done?
I'm done. I'm done.
All right, good. Because I've heard enough at this point. So now my picks. Before I even get into that Eagles 49ers game, I got 3 picks tonight. 2 of them are 2-unit plays. One of them is a 3-unit play, which honestly, for the sake of the show, it's 3 units. In real life, it's a 5-unit play. I bet you can guess which game that is. But before I even get into that game, my first play of the night, I do actually agree with JJ on a specific play here.
Whoa.
It's definitely not the Philadelphia Eagles versus the 49ers, but I do love the Carolina Panthers this weekend getting 3.5 points. I agree 100% with JJ. With a lot of the things he said, this is a big overreaction with the Saints and what they did to the Packers. I think at the end of the day, here's a crazy stat I have for you guys. You guys ready for this?
No.
You guys ready for this? So Jameis has not had back-to-back games without an interception since late 2018. Now all of a sudden he's coming into Carolina against a very good pass rush and a very good defense. I believe we're going to see the old Jameis Winston going into this game. I think this is a huge overreaction. I believe that if this was a week 1 matchup, this would be a lot closer to a pick'em game in Carolina. And I think that because of what happened week 1, we're looking at a 3 to 3.5 point spread. I love the Carolina Panthers in this game. That's my first pick. My second pick, and this was, again, a 2-unit play, but when Trent was on the other side, I almost considered raising this to one of my max plays.
Tell me it's the Colts.
I love the Chargers this weekend.
Oh.
I absolutely love the Chargers this weekend. And to be honest with you guys, I didn't want to see the Cowboys DN go down. I did not want to see Lawrence go down because now all of a sudden the whole narrative changed where like all of a sudden people are like, oh, Dak Prescott has to save this team and we're not counting them out. And like I loved the Chargers before that news came out. I think that at home in LA, this is a very, very bad matchup for Dallas. The Chargers were 74% on 3rd down against the Washington football team. What do you think they're going to do at home against the Dallas Cowboys with no pass rush at all? They already didn't have a pass rush. Now Lawrence is out. I love the Chargers in this game. I think that they will get a lead early, and it's going to get ugly. I think this will be a double-digit win. I'm all in on this Chargers team. I think they're they're poised to be a top 5 offense in the league this season. They're very versatile. They got great weapons. The Cowboys secondary cannot handle all of those wide receivers.
Yeah,
I think, Herbert, what did he say?
I said, yeah, they can.
Herbert was only pressured on 6 of his 47 plays last game. And that's what against the Washington football team and Chase Young. I don't see how the Cowboys are going to get any pressure on this game. I don't know how they're going to get off the field on 3rd down. I really like the Chargers in that game. Give me them -3. And my final play, the one you guys have been waiting for, the one you guys already know. And look, we've been talking about this. There's a lot of spots where you can overreact, right? And I'm gonna be honest. Like, I think the Eagles would probably be getting 6 points in this game if this was week 1. Is that fair to say, JJ? You think the Eagles would be +6 at home if last week didn't happen?
I wouldn't say +6. I would say.
What do you
I would say,
think?
like,
I mean,
I would,
think
I
about
would
it this
say,
way.
honestly, I'd say 4. I think the spread is pretty good where it's
A
at.
point difference. Think of it this way: the 49ers considered one of the top 5 or 10 teams in the NFL going into the season. The Eagles a 6-1 underdog just to even win their division. You don't think they would be getting 5 or 6 points at home in this game if last week didn't happen?
Well, San Fran's traveling across the country though too. I think there's a lot of variables, and then also I don't know people.
I get it.
Overrated narrative.
My point is, I understand that this is a little bit of an overreaction, and I don't give a damn because this weekend, the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win this game outright, 24-23 at home. I talked about this all offseason, how Jalen Hurts has crazy intangibles. This man is – I lived in Tuscaloosa for 4 years. I saw this guy. He is a natural-born leader. He's quizzing his receivers, his offensive weapons all offseason, in the mornings, at practice, after games, and the preseason. Like, this guy is I believe he's a better quarterback, a better passer than Lamar Jackson. He's going to have a better career than Lamar Jackson in the league. I think Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, these guys are going to be special. I think JJ forgets the fact that this 49ers team is not the same team from a couple years ago. Their head coach is gone. Their defensive coordinator is gone, went to the Jets. Solomon Thomas is gone. Richard Sherman is like in some mental institution somewhere. I don't, like Jason Verrett, their corner, just got injured. He's one of their best cornerbacks. There is a lot of speed to deal with these Philadelphia Eagles. A lot of speed. That secondary is going to get exposed. And JJ talks about the fact that the Eagles beat the Lions week 1, or I'm sorry, the Falcons week 1, and that the Falcons are terrible. But I can make the argument that, yeah, the Falcons are terrible. Yeah, the Lions are terrible. But which one was more impressive? The fact that the 49ers blew that lead and almost lost, or the fact that the Eagles held them to no touchdowns in the game? I honestly believe that – and look, Miles Sanders, I know he's a little bit banged up. He's supposed to play in this game. He's averaged almost 6 yards since he's been in the league. That's over – and that's catching the ball out of the backfield and rushing. That's over a yard more than Zeke for the Dallas Cowboys.
I mean, at the same time, though, if you look at the Detroit Lion game and the San Francisco game, I mean, if you look at that game, you're going to prevent most of that fourth quarter. There's no chance the Lions are going to come back. They get that onside kick. Yeah, things would have been a little bit different. But honestly, I feel like they were trying different things. They had injured corners. They were trying to do other – the kind of defense that they're in, there's a lot of stuff that's over the top, like right down, short plays. I just don't see if this game gets into a shootout, okay, which I think it is. Kyle Shanahan – right now, that's the freaking matchup. Right now, you're looking at both head coaches, Sirianni, right? You got Sirianni on one side, and you got Shanahan on the other. Shanahan is the better coach. He's going to whip up some play designs that are going to blow Philadelphia out of the water. And this defense,
he's more established as a coach for sure. But Sirianni looked extremely impressive and confident in week 1. And JJ, one thing I want you to understand, I think the 49ers are frauds. Like, putting up 41 points or whatever they did against the Lions means nothing to me. One of their touchdowns was a pick 6. If you look at the Lions last season, I'm going to read off the last 5 or 6 games. They gave up 37 to the Vikings at home, 47 at home against Tampa Bay, 46 at Tennessee, 31 against the Green Bay Packers, 30 at Chicago, and 41 against the Texans. They give up 40 points every game. I don't care what the 49ers did to the Lions last week, and they almost blew that game somehow. I'm telling you, the Eagles have their offensive line is good. Their defensive line is great. What can the 49ers really do? They're great at running the ball, and Raheem Mostert's out. That Eagles D-line is going to have Jimmy G running for his life. At the end of the day, which quarterback would you rather have when you're facing a D-line that can penetrate the offensive line? I want Jalen Hurts because he can at least extend plays and throw the ball downfield. This dude looked like a prime Mike Vick out there week 1. We can see him escape the pocket. He's pound for pound one of the strongest players on the entire field. He's durable. He's going to get out of the pocket. He's not going to turn it over. I think the 49ers, we're going to see 1 or 2 fumbles this game from their backup running back, or Jimmy G's going to get a fumble sack. I'm telling you right now, I love this Eagles team this weekend. Lock it in.
I'll say 2.
Not just because I'm an Eagles fan. I've looked at this game, and I'm telling you, I know what's going to happen.
I just want to say two things real quick. Real quick. I guarantee you this. If I could make a bet on this, I guarantee you that the Atlanta Falcons are going to finish last in the defensive category before the Detroit Lions or after the Detroit Lions. I think that those teams are bad. I think that you really
Skip and Shannon. Let's get on to the next pick, shall we?
Hold on. No. I want to ask you then, JJ. Let's make this more interesting.
Oh my God.
I want to know how confident you actually are on this 49ers team.
I'm very confident. Honestly,
I'm challenged.
I'm very confident.
If the 49ers lose this game, look, loser shaves their head, Jake Bros commented. I will shave my head if the Eagles do not cover this spread, if JJ agrees that he has to shave his head.
Wow.
I want to see. That is how confident I am. The Eagles will not lose by 4 points or more in this game.
I can't shave my head. I can't do that one just because my wife will leave me.
I feel like Jake Paul right now calling out one of his opponents, and they're turning it down because he's not confident.
Go bold. Someone's saying go bold. Hold on. I will come up with a good bet towards the end. I will think of something right now, but I will happily hop on that. Trust me. I just know that this Eagle defense is horrible. We'll move forward. We'll talk about this another time. Agree to disagree. There's someone that I do want to bring on now. Maybe he can help us enlighten us more on the situation. One of my favorite TikTokers, besides Trent, Matt, and myself, is joining us live right now. Mac P Sports Channel. He was just recently sponsored or signed with Clutch Points. We almost did it together. He went ahead and went forward with it. He's doing a lot of big things over there. He's got a lot of sharp money reports. And I'm curious I'm sharp money. I'm curious to hear his thoughts. Were there any picks that we said out loud that you agree with, disagree with, or where's the sharp money landing on any of our plays? Oh,
absolutely. So, first things first, I think we got to start off with the old Niners game. So Sharps agree with Matt. I agree with JJ. Let me give you a little breakdown. So, I mean, a couple things. Matt made an interesting point that I was kind of thinking. Before the season started, the Niners were like, I think, third favorite to be the NFC champion. So you take that and compare it to the line of, I think it's 3 right now with the Eagles. That seems a little suspicious. Anytime that sounds a little suspicious, I get a little nervous. Just to give you a little bit of the breakdown. So sharp money, absolutely on the Eagles, no doubt about it. The public play is the Niners. You got about 60% of the cash there. Again, that line is really suspect, but I think the Niners are going to smoke them. I don't think Jalen Hurts is very good at all. I think he's got a lot of intangibles, but the problem is the tangibles. He can't really throw like an elite passer.
What are you watching? Did you watch the game?
He had a good game. He had a good game, but dude, he's not. He was
throwing some lasers on the run.
Laser beams.
Yeah.
You don't think that the San Francisco defense got anything left behind from Saleh or the guy who came in who was under Saleh? You don't think he's teaching them the same ways? I'm not worried about that defense at all. If anything, Jalen Hurts needs to be worried. He's fucked.
Yeah, I have no concerns about the loss of Saleh. I mean, he was good, but I mean, he's not.
How about the loss of Solomon or Jason Verrett? They're one of their best corners is out this game. I mean, Josh Norman's like 33, 34 years old now. Richard Sherman's out. Their defensive coordinator's gone. Like, they've proved nothing in week 1. Nothing. And I didn't even get into the fact that this is going to be the most electric atmosphere in the entire NFL this week in Philly, because I'm from Pennsylvania. I know how crazy those Eagles fans are. I've been to games, and now everybody coming back after COVID-19 last year, I'm telling you, Jimmy G's going to be running for his life. There's going to be miscues. There's going to be fumbles. There's going to be all sorts of shit. That Eagles D line is going to be coming for him. Mark my words. Mark my words, JJ and Mac P.
And they're playing inspired. Philly's playing inspired this weekend, and I would not want to be. They got
the it factor. They believe. That whole stadium believes. I'm telling you.
That place is going to be rocking. Like, Have fun, JJ. Sweating
They're
that.
they're gonna be rocking out of the stadium in the fourth quarter early. That's what's gonna happen.
Let me give a little bit of little insight onto the Niners D line. So Solomon Thomas, he's garbage. He's literally the worst pick that the Niners have had in the last 10 years. Number 3 overall, and he's horrible. One thing we do have this year that we didn't have last year was Bosa. That guy's an absolute stud. So again, Matt's play is the sharp play, 100%. And if this thing ends up playing out just the way that Matt said, I'd be like, I believe it. But I just think I think it's going to go the other way. So, but for the record, sharp play, Eagles, 100%.
Do you have a sharp play on the Cowboys Chargers? I would love to hear any insight on that game if you have it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chargers. For sure, Chargers.
So Trent, unfortunately, you are the public play.
As it should.
I'm telling you, I'm raising this pick to 5 units. 5 units.
So this is actually a pretty interesting one. Heavy sharp money on the Chargers. Neither here nor there. I absolutely fucking love Herbert. I think he's the second coming. I think he's the closest thing to Andrew Luck since Andrew Luck. Anyway, so in terms of the sharp money, 65% of the public money is on Dallas, but 60% of the cash. I'm sorry, 60% of the public wagers are on Dallas. 60% of the cash is on the Chargers. You usually don't see it like that. I mean, the Action Network will say shit like that all the time, but if you really look at the data, that's a pretty interesting distribution. So sharp money definitely on the Chargers.
Hey Mac, I have a question about sharp money, and I think a lot of people wonder this too. When you hear about sharp money and cash and then plays and the public being on, wouldn't you assume that the public money would mostly be on and the cash would be all on one side? How does it differ? Like, how do you know like more cash is on one side? I feel like if it's the public on one side, I feel like more cash would be on that side, not, on different sides of the spectrum.
Well, I mean, it really, every situation is kind of different, but I think in that particular example, you've got, or one example that you see a lot is you'll see, let's say 75% of the tickets on, let's say Dallas, but you see less of the cash. What that means is you've got the little.
I broke up a little bit.
Big boys are coming in on the Chargers, which is why you'll see that distribution. Now, one thing that I always kind of look at as well is if the money is if more of the money's on one side and reverse line movement. I mean, I think that's probably the biggest one of them all, in my opinion. So that's a situation where you could see a higher distribution of bigger money, where it doesn't necessarily mean sharp action because of the line movement. I kind of got into the weeds there, but yeah.
Well, and let me ask you one more question. So do you typically see when a line jumps from -3 to say -4, is that because people are hammering and putting a lot of money on that one -3 side to make it -4, or is it another reason why that's happening?
Yeah, that's a really good question. So it could just be simply public money and the sports books are just covering liability, or it could be, hey, there's a little bit of money, but the sports books know it's sharp, so they're going to move the line. So either of those situations can happen, and obviously those are both very, very different. And they both, public and the sharps, move lines. So you can't really just look at the line movement and make one inference. It's going to fall under one of those two categories, whether it's the sharps or whether it's just the public money. And finding that is not terribly easy, but with the data, it's there.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right. We got to move forward, but we've got to hear one pick. What is your number one play for this weekend? It could be tonight. It could be on Sunday. It could be on Monday. What are you looking at? What are you putting your money on this week? Are you agreeing with the sharps? Or are you just going with your gut? What are you doing?
Ooh. Good question.
Under your head.
What's
Only
that?
way to stay alive is to hit a spread this weekend. What is it?
Oh, man.
Go ahead. Pick the 49ers.
I want to. You can probably see it in my face.
Do it.
I think it's the Niners. I think the Eagles are trash. I think the Falcons are going to be just a little bit more trash than the Eagles. No offense. And I think the Niners are still pretty good. I don't think they're top 3 in the NFC good, but I think they're way better than our Eagles. So
Get this guy out of here.
This guy's got a gun to his head and he's fading your pick. How does that make you feel?
And the shark pick as well.
It makes me feel great because I know I know by Monday I'm gonna text my video editor and I'm gonna say, look, I want you to take Mac P's portion, I want you to take JJ's portion, and I want to run some video content on TikTok clowning them because the Eagles are gonna win this game.
It's all right. I got your back, Mac. I'll make sure that we have plenty of content that comes his way if it's the other way around. But Mac, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. Big fan of yours, and good luck with clutch points and all that. And have a good weekend and a good Sunday.
Thanks, JJ. Thanks to the rest of the team. Really appreciate you guys. Thanks for having me on.
Hell yeah.
Take it easy, bro.
Hell yeah. That was fun, man. He's a good dude, man. He's a really good dude. Look at Trent. Trent, you look a little bit bored. You want to say anything? Is there anything that comes to your mind after all that?
I'm jittery for this fucking Washington game to get going.
Trent's ready for the live call-ins.
Units pending. Yeah, let's take some call-ins, see what these guys are saying.
We got anybody on? I don't know if anyone can mount to the guy last week, but let's see.
Holy shit. Oh, my God. No way. Yo, this guy lost
nice parlay last week.
You lost your parlay last week, right?
Yeah, you're telling me.
All right. Well, we're going to give you one more chance. So you got 30 seconds. Place your 2-teamer.
30 seconds. I'll use 5 of my seconds to say it. The Vikings looked like they sucked. Oh, my Lord. Thank God they made it to overtime. That was a blessing itself. And then the fumble. Oh, my boy Dalvin let me down big time right then. Here's the pick. This is my big one. Bears. I think they're at -2 right now. That's a big one right now for the Bengals. I like that a lot. I like the Bills, too. I like the Bills. That line is just unjustified to me. -3.5 against the Dolphins to get their way and all that, but that doesn't matter to me. Taking Bills -3.5, Bears -2. When it hits, don't bet on me. Just thank me. That's all. Just thank me. Especially you, Trent.
That's something I can get behind, honestly. And rather than messing with the spreads, I think Bills, Bears, money line, little 2-teamer cheeky. I like that. I said it last week, though, about that lay that you told us to take and lost some units on it, damn it.
How many units?
Just one.
That's why.
I think honestly the reason why I don't know, like if I lose in a specific jersey, especially on the jersey I wore last show, I probably want to change and not want to wear that. It's probably bad juju. Does that go through your mind at all?
And he has the audacity to show up on our show in the same jersey.
I'll show you audacity. Wearing the bucket hats of the team I picked last week. Anyways, Bears and Bills. If you want to take money line for less money, that's totally fine. I like the spreads as is, but money line, the more the better. So I like those games a lot, though. I really do.
There's too many hooks flying around there.
And while we got you, let's just sell this real quick. Would you take the 49ers or the Eagles?
I'm taking my fantasy team. Take the Eagles.
Let's go. He's allowed on.
Get him off.
Get the next show.
Is there another guy? that we can bring on here?
Yeah,
we got
another guy.
Here we go.
What's going on, guys?
What up, Vinny?
What up? What's your name? Where are you from?
Vinny. I'm from New York, but I'm currently in college at University of Hartford.
Are you a Giants fan?
Oh.
I'm a Patriot fan.
Patriot fan.
Yeah. I mean, it's just my team. I'm with them. Yeah.
Are you in class right now, Vinny?
No, I'm not.
All right, just making sure.
Hey, I'm looking at spreads right here, boys.
Oh, there we go.
Love it.
All right, well, what's the Super Goat Whale? You got one for us?
Super Goat Whale.
2-team parlay. You got to pick 2 right to win.
Teamers. Let's go with the Washington football team -3. I mean, that's just lock.
Lock. That's a win.
And I'm sorry, Matt, but I'm gonna go with the Niners right here, bro.
Oh,
Unreal.
come on.
But see, here's the thing, though. The more people that pick against them, the more I just continue to love the Eagles. Like if people kept saying, "Oh, I actually like the Eagles. I like the Eagles. I like the Eagles," then I would start to get a little more skeptical. But the fact that everyone keeps picking the Niners, it makes me like this bet way more. I'm telling you.
I can't get behind on the Eagles.
My Vegas instincts are telling me that Vegas wants you to take out the mortgage and put it on the Niners. It's exactly what they want you to do.
I also got 2 more plays. You don't mind me sharing?
Let me hear him.
I got the Chiefs -3.5. And the over in that game too. I think the Chiefs are
I
gonna.
like that.
Yeah, I think the Chiefs are gonna score a lot. I think the Ravens have to keep up with them, but I think they're gonna be able to. I like the Lions plus 12 and a half this week.
Ooh,
I think.
Plus what?
Well, you got plus 12 and a half.
it's been going up, huh?
You guys were saying before about how Rodgers does not look like he wants to play there.
Yeah, I mean,
And I think, hey, I mean, how much they put up last week? 33, the Lions, right?
yeah, no, they're not.
No,
They're to be respected.
not for real. I love Hawkinson. I love
No, Hawkinson's
I love
legit.
what's called Swift. Swift's a really good player.
All right, so you said Detroit plus 12 and a half, and what was the other one?
I had the Chiefs the over and minus the points. But my two teamers, Super Goat Whale,
Ooh,
gotta be the Niners and the Washington football team tonight.
Love it.
All right.
Fuck the Niners, but love the football team pick. Love that.
All right, Vinny, if you win that pick, make sure to text. I'm sure you already have the text number, but if you win that pick, make sure to text us. We'll send you a $50 Venmo next week if you hit your parlay.
All right, dope. Thank
All right, good luck, bro. If you win that pick,
You got another guy?
boy,
we'll send you
Jackson,
$50 Venmo next week.
Jackson, what's good, Jackson?
what is good?
What's up? Huge
Talk
fan.
to us. We need picks. No bullshit.
Jackson, I'm not gonna lie. If I ever walked into a casino, you're exactly the person who I think I'd run into.
You wouldn't be wrong.
Who's
My
your
best
favorite
bet-
pick this week?
My best bet this week is definitely the football team minus 3.5.
Oh my God!
Spring and Bink, baby. You know how it goes.
It scares me that Trent's on it, but
Yeah, sorry. about
I
that.
think that should scare everyone off their pick. if
I
Trent's
have
on
good
it.
luck. I have good luck on prime time.
then my two-teamer would have to be the football team and the Eagles.
Let's go.
Here we go. I can get behind that.
The Eagles. We're riding the NFC East this weekend.
Why are people on the freaking Redskins or the football team tonight? I don't
Easy.
understand.
Did you see
Trying to
the
get canceled?
Giants?
I said red. I mean, look. I mean, they got. If you're going to give me points with a backup quarterback, I love Heineke and all that. I think he's a good quarterback, but like, I will take the points on a second string quarterback. I still go up to 4. I would take that every single day of the week. I don't care who they're playing.
That's
Maybe playing the Lions.
quarterback's just as good as Daniel Jones, though.
Yeah.
Hey, Jackson, who's scoring the first touchdown tonight? I'll put $50 on whatever comes out of your mouth right now.
Logan Thomas.
Good God!
All right, say
Ooh,
less.
I think
If he
he's
doesn't
10. I
score,
think he's 10-1.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
he's
find
good.
you.
JJ and I are riding. Is it McKissick at 25-1?
J.D. McKissick.
Logan,
McKissick and-
what's Thomas's odds?
I think it's
10-1.
10. I think it's 10-1 is what I saw.
That's what I got it at.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Trent's
That's good
gonna
enough
throw a
for me.
nice little sprinkle on that.
Little Sprink and Bink action.
Love it.
Word. All right. Well, thanks, Jackson. Appreciate the locks. Hope they win. If they don't, I know where to find you.
Yeah,
Of course.
No way.
Oh.
No way. We got another one. No shot.
Jack
that's-
Attack, my boy. What is good?
What's good, Zach Attack?
What's up?
Where are we
What do you got for
going?
us? What do you
Yeah, we
got
gotta
for
hear
us?
this.
Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you just
I
fine.
can see you too.
You got
What's
hear
your,
us?
what's your 2-team parlay? Let's hear it.
Can you hear me?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we can hear you. We can hear you.
Ready for my picks?
I'm ready.
yeah,
Yeah,
we're ready, Zach.
We're ready.
My picks?
2 picks.
bring it.
I got the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs minus 3.5. And
You got it. One more.
It's a tough slate, and I'll roast you if you're wrong.
Here
I
it
got the
is.
Patriots
Convenience.
covering their spread minus 6.
What'd you say? -6?
Patriots.
The Patriots minus 6 and the Chiefs minus 3.5.
All right.
I like
Pats
that play.
-6. Chiefs -3.5.
I like the.
I like the Patriots this weekend. I couldn't get there just because they opened at like 3.5 and went all the way to 6. But like, I feel like Mac Jones is going to have a good game. He played really well week 1. It's just, to me, it's just it's the number. 6 points on the road there in what most people think is a lower scoring game, division game. But I do like New England. I feel like they could cover that spread.
Yeah, I feel the same way about the Chiefs as well. I think they win by a field goal, and that half a point goes and fucks everybody on the Chiefs. But I like the two-teamer, Zach. Good job.
Didn't the Chiefs beat the brakes off of the Baltimore Ravens last year? Like, I mean, they beat the brakes off of them. I think they came in and they were up by like 30 at half.
Yeah.
No way we got another. No shot. No, we don't. We don't
have another?
We had some good ones.
That was good stuff. Guys, it's been fun. I just can't wait until Sunday is over in our next show just to talk so much shit to Matt.
Look at JJ's picture there. That's just the speed guy. This looks like the speed guy.
Hey, he would look even better bald there, though.
That dude looks like he just goes fast, you know?
All right,
look at that one.
Look at that stud right there.
Oh man, that's a goon.
Holy shit!
That's a goon. That is an ultra goon right there. Look at this locks on it. Just all looks great.
That's the face of somebody when you look at your parlay slip and then you look at the TV and all of them are losing. That's your face in that picture.
Oh yeah.
Love it.
We're making units tonight. Football team, baby. Heineke, we trust.
JJ, what's the community first quarter bet on Twitter?
So we're about to load up on that. I mean, I put my money on it, but we did not a touchdown will be the first score of the game. So we're rooting for a safety, we're rooting for a field goal, and I'm praying to the heavens that we get this play because I put some cash on it, and I might not be able to make it to work tomorrow for gas if it doesn't hit.
No, usually I have, I love throwing primetime sprink and bink bets that, are stupid props and shit. But tonight I'm taking a little more seriously because I'm that confident in the football team to cover the spread at 3. And I nuked it. I absolutely nuked it. So no stupid props for me, except I'm going to put just a slight taste on that Logan Thomas because if it hits, that would be electric. But no bullshit for me.
The first TD, right? Not anytime?
First TD, not anytime.
So
S-Man 22 says Logan Thomas TD plus 165 is a lock tonight.
It's an anytime TD.
Anytime TD. And to be honest with you, I don't see Heineke throwing many TDs tonight.
Really?
Wait, what about your player prop, JJ? I was actually on a couple podcasts and I gave you some shout outs because I thought it was such a lock.
I appreciate it, dude. Heineke under 34.5 attempts. Look, I mean, if they start out quick, which I think they could, either way, I don't really see, New York. I mean, if you're the Washington football team, you don't want to have your quarterback, your second string quarterback, throw for over 35 times a game as a backup. I don't see them wanting to do that. And I think the secondary for New York is decent. I think it's actually a little underrated, to be honest with you. It's a little underappreciated. And to be honest with you, I just think that they're going to game plan the football team to run with McKissick, with Antonio Gibson, and maybe even check it down. But I don't just see him chucking the ball that much. I don't want to make any mistakes against the defense. So that's why I got the under. I like that under play.
I like that. I think Daniel Jones, we're going to see him, aired out a lot more than Heineke in this game.
Trent, what do you think about Daniel Jones?
I've got him in my DFS lineup tonight and need him to go off. I think he's kind of washed, but after further review and after making my fantasy team complete, I made him as my MVP player tonight, actually. So you have one player that gets like 1.5x amount of points than everyone else on your team. You get to choose one. And I didn't want it to be Saquon. I don't think he's going to be doing too much tonight. And I don't think Heineke is going to be getting the points. Actually, no, I made Gibson my MVP. I made Gibson my MVP, and I made Daniel Jones my quarterback tonight. I wouldn't have drafted him if I didn't think he was going to do better than Heineke, but I think the Skins obviously still win. But I think Daniel Jones plays all right tonight. I don't think the football team, I think Daniel plays fine. I think he gets me 15, 20 fantasy points, and I'd be thrilled with that.
Well, he's 4-0. He's 4-0 against the football team in his career, right?
Yeah, but he's 0-5 on prime time. So
I know something's got to give tonight.
You put those together, and basically it doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, I mean, this is more to me. It's more of a must-win for the Giants than the football team, even though they're both 0-1, right? I still think it's more of a must-win for New York.
I mean, I think the under is a lock.
We had someone just chime in, and I don't know why I didn't know this. I could be like totally buzzed right now, and I just don't know. But Kyle Rudolph, first TD. Can you see that happening?
That would be, yeah, I could, because when he was on the Vikings, that was one of my favorite bets. Was Rudolph first study, and it happened frequently.
Did he hit?
Well, because when they're in inside the 10-yard line, like he's like a go-to target.
Right, he's a big guy, yeah, for sure.
So I wouldn't hate that play. I wonder what the odds are.
I wonder if you can hear me, and then you can go ahead and put it up. Logan McAlvey asked if Heineke's going to have a rushing TD tonight. I could definitely see that. He's a scrambler, man. He's a gamer, man. I see him like, especially against the Bucks. I think he had a rushing touchdown against the Bucks, and it was one where he like went and dove after the pylon, and he tried to extend the play, and that's what he did. And he ended up getting a touchdown for his team. He's a gamer, man. I'm like Old Dominion. He's like a local guy here in the area. I live over in Northern Virginia, and there's a lot of hype surrounding him. I mean, they almost had him going in as a starter this year, but then they brought in Fitzpatrick late. There's a lot of hype around that. We'll see.
Saquon's warming up right now. He looks like he's in the zone.
I took his under tonight too, fellas.
Troy Aikman looks stoned as hell.
Oh man, dude, Joe Buck gets a lot of shit.
He does.
He gets so much shit, and I love it.
That's what you get for being the most household name broadcaster in all of sports. I mean, you're always going to get some shit.
I mean, you and I I think all three of us get shit. Trent, what was your worst comment that you've ever received on someone? Like, I'm curious.
That they would rather, what was it? What was the one comment about they would rather like spit on their own mother's grave or something than like tail one of my bets? I don't know. It was so disrespectful.
What?
It was so disrespectful. It was
That's
gross.
horrible.
Yeah, it was just like, dude, that's just foul.
Oh God, I think mine was I'd rather tail Trent than you.
That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't know which one was worse.
Oh my God, dude,
I get a lot of them.
One of the plays that I really liked in this game. Well, now that Washington's getting the ball first, so let's hope for a Dustin Hopkins field goal first to start this game off. I think everyone will be happy with that. But one of the scenarios that I saw happening was a defensive touchdown by Washington. I can see them balling out on defense. They need to ball out to help Heineke out. So, never mind. Down to 23. That's gonna be great.
So let me get this right. We want a field goal drive here, and then we want a 3-and-out, and then we want a first TD win from Washington.
Wait, so what bets pending do you have right now on this?
The squad play is we need a field goal or a safety to start off the game. That's what we need. No touchdown. There's a touchdown.
The first score can't be a touchdown is our first bet. And then our second bet, JJ and I both have Kissick first TD. 25-1.
Oh shit! The first play of the game is a fucking pass too. Oh, it's a pick! Oh damn it!
Oh my goodness!
Oh, we're playing this game, huh?
Are you ahead?
Yeah.
Oh, you're behind.
I'm on NFL Network on Xfinity. What are you guys on?
We're on fucking Cricket Wireless. Some shit.
Hey, real quick, the Rudolph touchdown was 20-1. I think that's a little generous, or not generous. I thought it'd be a lot higher, like 35-1.
Logan Thomas?
No, Kyle Rudolph. Are you watching Logan Thomas?
That's one of the dudes in that circle that you love. Yes.
I need to follow this guy. Tombstone Action.
Yeah, he's a new addition to that.
I need to get that. I want to go hang out with
Is it 3rd and short?
Tombstone Actual.
Oh God. Empty. 3 passing plays right off the bat. Fucking man.
Scary? Yeah, we need the points there. Yeah, we do. We have Scary and we have Heineke? No. Oh, we do. Wait, did we not take Daniel?
3-and-out.
Oh, I'm an idiot. No, but I was literally talking about the fact that I put him in my fantasy line.
Hey, Matt, you see that? Matt, you see that sack that just happened there?
Say it again.
See that sack that just happened there?
Yeah.
That's going to be Bosa against Hurts on Sunday.
Except Hurts is a little bit quicker than Heineke.
And Bosa's a little quicker than whoever that was who got that sack. I didn't know who that was.
That's fair. Here we go. Are they going to run it back? Nope.
All right, we can get
Good field position. Giants on the 45-yard line already.
No, he needs a TD. No, he needs a field goal or a safety first.
We need a
score.
Yeah, we need a field goal drive here.
I don't know, dude. I think we're going scoreless first half.
Oh, holding.
God, that sucks. This game's gonna suck. And if you thought this game was gonna suck, the next week's game is almost just as bad. The Panthers and the Texans.
Yeah.
Ugh. I kind of like the bad games on Thursday night, though. You don't want to see like two really good teams go at it on a short week.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You got a holding.
Trent, did you take any baseball, or did you just lay it all on the?
Field goal / safety first score. Which is. Wait, what'd you ask me? Sorry.
You got any baseball action tonight?
No baseball action tonight.
Wow.
Good man.
Rare. I know. That's how confident I am in this -3.
You know, one of the most aggravating things when you bet on baseball is like, say you take the Reds, right? I'll take that for an example. The Reds, like 3 days ago, they lost, right? And you're like, surely they're not going to lose again to the Pirates. You bet them again for more money, they lose, right? And you're like, fuck them, I'm not going to bet them. And that next game when they play against the Pirates for the third game of the series, they end up winning. And you don't bet them. I think that's the worst thing ever.
That's the story of every series.
Yeah. Good God, this is horrible field position.
Yeah.
Where they at here?
Saquon.
All right, come out, Saquon. Time to come out.
Was he already hurt? Oh, no, he's just
No.
getting up slow.
Poor Trent. We're about 30 seconds ahead of him.
I know it's bullshit, dude.
Trent, how do you even do that? That kills your live betting opportunity.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Nothing worse than that.
You need a guy on the line in New York, like ready to go.
Hey, Trent, Danny Dimes just threw a 75-yard TD pass.
I feel like there'd be a lot more buzz going on.
Yeah. Nah, he just had a nice throw, though.
To Rudolph.
Rudolph.
Beautiful family you've got in your profile picture.
Who's mine?
No nerfies. I couldn't even tell you who's playing who. I wanted nothing to do with baseball today.
My friend texted me. He bets through me with my bookie. He texted me out of the blue and he said, Raging Cajuns, $300, please.
Wow,
Raging
Daniel Jones is looking good.
Fucking
There's
A.
Galladay.
I guarantee you, I'm already getting ripped in my TikTok comments for sure.
I have Heineke's unders in my. I made that Thrive Fantasy team. I have Heineke's unders in yards and completions. I have Daniel Jones overs, and then I have Galladay over. So that's a solid start overall.
So this Thrive was that you bet on the player props?
So
basically?
you
Is
get
that
to
all it
pick
is?
10 player props, and it's over under. So it's a lot more black and white than like a salary cap league. It's like it either hits or it doesn't for each player versus a player doing well, okay, really well. But like the thing about it is the strategy is like you have to be on over unders that other people aren't on, obviously. So like they incentivize it with points. So some overs will be like 120 points, some will be like 80 points, and it's all based upon it's basically all based upon the popularity of the pick. It's a big sack.
Yeah, dude. I'm looking out the window over here. This chick walking her dog. Sheesh.
Go see if she wants to come on the show.
Like, I shit you not. Yeah, dude. What?
If you have a dog, go walk it.
That was a caboose.
Danny Dimes, 3rd and 10.
That's
Completion.
a wagon.
We're in field goal range, though.
Huge first down.
Sterling Shepard's going to have himself a game.
We just need to stop here now. We get our field goal.
All right, here we go.
The pocket's holding up well for New York so far. Daniel Jones 3 for 3, 40 yards.
Wow. I'm definitely getting chirped right now.
You do not. Oh,
wow.
You do not want to be the football team and Taylor Heineke and be down to start the game, especially when you have the ball first. You don't want that. You don't want to play behind with your second string quarterback.
This game was just so fishy to me. I couldn't bet on either team.
I couldn't believe the amount of people, no offense, Trent, that took the football team with a second string quarterback. Like you're
sir.
What do you think the line would have been if
Fitz?
Yeah, like 5?
I would have said I probably 5 or 6. Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah, 6 maybe.
Oh shit! Daniel Jones got some wheels, man. Oh, he trucked them.
Fuck! Please just kick a field goal, Jason Garrett.
Jason Garrett.
Bruh. Oh my goodness. All right, you need stops here.
Saquon. No, thank you.
Stuff. I think we're looking good here to get a field goal.
Don't jinx us. I gotta get to work.
Knock on wood.
Beauties.
He's so far behind.
I'm so far behind, dude. It's such bullshit.
Oh, high snap. Daniel Jones back to pass. Incomplete. 3rd and long. This is it.
3rd and long.
Oh, it's the flag.
No way. Oh, my God. On Chase Young?
Fuck. Working the passer.
Unreal.
You're joking.
It's a bad beat coming right up.
You're joking. Was it really?
No, I'm lying.
Oh, man. That's terrible. He was just releasing the ball. They should challenge that.
I think he fell on top of him.
That's horrible. He was literally just releasing the ball.
That's always such a questionable call, that, and helmet to helmet. If they're putting their head down, it's just so bang bang. You can't really.
Yeah. If I'm the Giants here, I'm not even running the ball one single time.
No, they did.
It's just a waste of a down. You get 3 downs to throw it in the end zone. Instead, you run it for a yard. Now Saquon's coming out.
Yeah.
Trent building up my college fund with these fades by Spencer.
I'm so glad I didn't draft Saquon in any of my leagues. No.
Oh, hell. Unbelievable. Bro, the odds on that was insane. And the crazy thing is, I was on BetUS looking for that today, and it wasn't even on the board.
What the fuck happened? Is it Tony?
All right. I'm getting off.
Is it Tony? Wait for me to react.
It's not good, bro.
Oh, that's such bullshit. God damn it. End the show.
Well, guys, it's been real. It's been fun, but it wasn't real fun. Fuck.
Unbelievable. Is that I guess that was a called quarterback draw, it looks like. Like a design quarterback draw, or do you think he just tucked it and run?